Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Dylan Vole, and here we are with a brand new video on the arsenal of bricks. Now today I'm going to be showing you this brick shooter. I'm going to be talking through some of the features of this Lego gun, as well as showing you some cool shooting clips. Now this isn't part of accurate and powerful Lego guns because it doesn't really have too much power, but definitely many things that I am proud of with this creation, thus I am still going to be showing it to you today. I hope you enjoy the video. Now it's time to go through the logistics of this gun. This is a semi-automatic Lego brick shooter based on my prototype repeater pistol. Like before, this gun has a fixed magazine in which you would load clips into it. Loading a clip is simple. You take each round and place it in to each hole of the clip, like so. Then you grab the main clip, the Technic rod, you lift it up and insert the clip into the gun's magazine. And now it's ready to fire. This gun is semi-automatic and uses a double action trigger. Therefore, there's no need to worry about cocking the weapon. Just aim and fire. To accomplish any shooting, sadly, the trigger pull has to be quite large. However, pulling the trigger isn't too difficult. And despite there being no trigger guard, you can put your finger on the lower receiver of the gun due to the gun's shape. Another cool feature about this gun is the extendable stock. The extendable stock works very easily. To extend it, all you have to do is grab the stock and pull it outwards, away from the main body of the gun, like so. It rests into position, like this. You can then shoulder it again, in that new position. To collapse it, all you need to do is pull this lever, pull the stock inward towards the main body of the gun and release the lever. And that's how you use the stock. Now, if you don't like the whole bulkiness of the stock, or you want to place a different stock design, all you have to do, pull the lever and remove this stock from the gun completely. Now, as you may be able to see, the way this stock works is that the stock would slide down with the size inside, or the actual hollow part inside, large enough to fit from there to the bottom of this white brick or base plate to the top to these smooth tiles on the top of the stock rod. Of course, when you use the stock, the lever will catch at these parts, so these base plates will prevent the stock from moving forward until you release the lever. It is easy to attach items on to this Lego gun with the two tactical rails that are on the gun. The one on the top consists of Lego base plates across an array of sloped tiles. The tactical rail underneath the barrel of the gun contains these 2x1 studded base plates. They'll go on the larger studded base plates, like that. Now, with these tactical rails, accessorizing your gun with these cool attachments couldn't have been any easier. For sights and optics, for example, this optic, which funnily enough we've recycled the shit out of this starting from January 2016. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now take this sight for example. On the bottom are 2x2 studded base plates. All you need to do is attach these two base plates onto this set of larger base plates. Put them on the gun like that. Very simple. Now with the under barrel attachments that will go underneath the lower receiver, attaching will be a little more difficult. Now this tactical rail, like this, has studded base plates two apart from each other. See this little base plate here? Can be smooth or it can be grilled like that. All you need to do is take that and place that base plate in between two of the studded base plates and connect them to your gun like so. And now your gun is fully accessorized. Now of course, not everyone likes having attachments on their gun, and sometimes we only want one of the two attachments. So just remove them. Removing the red dot sight couldn't have been any easier. All you do is take it off. Simple as that. Now removing this foregrip, yet again, it's a bit more complicated. What you'll have to do is try and grab it by the red bricks and remove it like so. But it is possible, all in one piece. Now here we are with the mechanism of my gun. As you can see, there are three main components of this gun. Here is the trigger piece, which pulls down on this part of the hammer, which resets when the trigger is released. This is the hammer, which pulls back, and when it's released, will fire another round from the clip. And this, of course, is the bolt. When you pull the trigger of this gun, the hammer will pull down on the resetting part of the hammer, and as it does that, the hammer will move backwards, like so, until you have fully pulled the hammer back and the bolt is released like so. You will be unable to move the bolt again until you release the trigger like so. Now that we've brushed over the logistics of this gun, now it is time to talk through my own opinion of my creation. First off, let's go on the pros. Pro number one, this gun looks really nice. It is smoothing out on the stock. It uses 2 tactical rails, and of course the grip is ergonomic and the sights are well housed in and well presented. So I can't complain too much looks wise. Also, the gun shape remains pretty consistent in most areas of the gun. The other pro is the feeding. The feeding is usually very good. The only time in which the feeding even fogs up at all is when your hand is over this part of the gun. But besides that, the feeding is very smooth. The gun is reliable. If you're holding it correctly and you fire it correctly, it will shoot each and every time, most of the time. There have been a couple of misfires in earlier developments, but they're very rare and they're easy to fix. One thing I also like is the tactical rails. They allow me to add special attachments that help in my performance in using this gun. Another feature I like about this gun, definitely, is the extendable stock. It allows me the freedom to choose where I want the stock to be, and I can have it in different positions depending on what I'm doing. So generally, if I'm hip firing, I would like it like this, and if I'm aiming down the sights, I generally like the stock collapsed in to the gun. And the shooting mechanism makes it easy for me. When I'm shooting the gun, it is semi-automatic with the double action trigger. That means I don't have to worry about actually priming the weapon before shooting. That means that if I really want to shoot and hammer this gun fast, I can with ease. Now, of course, I wouldn't advise that because, again, the magazine, very short capacity, and that's one negative. Now, with many semi-automatic brick shooters that have been around, there's usually quite a large magazine. And I've seen people with like clip-fed style weapons that they would usually have like plenty of rounds going through. But I do not want to impair my sights like this just for a couple of more extra rounds. So that is a negative of this gun. Another negative of this gun is, of course, the power. The gun is weak. It doesn't shoot that far, and when I try and make it shoot that far, the gun will have issues. Not too many major issues, but as issues as in the trigger pull is absolutely ludicrous. It's very hard to pull the trigger. A misfire is more likely because, let's face the fact, this gun's made out of Lego. This gun doesn't want you to go around and randomly just abuse it with too much power and too much craziness. Another negative being that sometimes the foregrip can be a hassle to remove from the gun. As I showed you, there is a pernickety method of removing that foregrip. With realistic weapons, it's just simply just unscrew something, remove it, gone. So that is another disappointment with this gun. But generally, I am all impressed with this weapon and how it's come out to be. This was based on my prototype brickshooter, and it has obviously evolved. So I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, click subscribe, and of course we'll be back with the accurate and powerful Lego guns, showing you our little flintlock style pistol.